Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Sean. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you're staying safe. And if you're new here, go ahead and do me a couple favors. Leave a like on the video. Comment if you like the video. And if you really, really like the video, go ahead and hit that sub button, baby. And then also go ahead, follow those links down below in the description. Those are links to all of my other social media platforms and to where I keep you up to date, especially on Twitter, of what I'm doing. Now, speaking of Twitter, first and foremost, this video isn't going to be any sort of gameplay. You can kind of see by the title of the video what this is going to be about. On Twitter the other day, and by the way, I'm actually recording this video at about 1:45 a.m. on Thursday morning, so happy football, everybody. Football is finally back. Texans and Chiefs tonight. But by the time you guys see this video, that game's going to be in the past. Hell, game's probably going to be going on as we speak when this video comes on this weekend sometime. But, back to the topic in mind. Earlier this week on Twitter, for those of you that follow me, those of you who are loyal, those of you who are the real ones who follow me on Twitter, you saw that I kind of posted a teaser of something. I wouldn't really necessarily call it a teaser. I mean, it was mostly just, an idea of mine that I had in my head that I've kind of been thinking about maybe wanting to pull the trigger on, and it looks like it's going to happen. We are going to be starting a brand new series that's going to be a weekly episodic sort of thing, and it is going to be called the Weekend League Chronicles. That was one of the first things that popped in my mind when I wanted to do something like this. The Weekend League Chronicles. Excuse me for the burp. So yes, the pilot episode of the first season of the first ever Weekend League Chronicles is going to be coming next week. I will say this, at the moment that I am recording this, it's in a very, very rough draft stage. Not very many pieces have been put together. General concepts and general ideas have been thought of, and that's what I want to share with you here in the form of this video today. So, first and foremost, for those of you that do not play Madden, for those of you that just watch me for entertainment purposes, and you don't know what Weekend League is, well, Weekend League is very synonymous with EA Sports games. It's in other EA games like FIFA, NHL. I'm not sure if it's in NBA Live at all. Is NBA Live even a thing anymore? I don't know. But regardless, Weekend League is a game mode that is synonymous across all EA Sport platforms. And it's been in Madden now for the past, I think this is the 4th year that Madden has had Weekend League. To put it very lightly, especially this year, this upcoming Weekend League, which is happening as we speak, it is some of the hardest and the sweatiest games you will ever play of Madden. Basically, you get the entire weekend to play up to 25 full games of Madden. 25 games is the maximum amount. You can play one game, you can play 2, you can play 10. You can play the max of 25, and that's what most people do. That's what I mostly do as well. Call me crazy, yes, it is a lot of Madden. Let's say your typical average Madden game lasts about 40 minutes. You take that times about 25, and I got my trusty phone here, so I'm going to do the math real quick because I suck at math. Say each game lasts around 40 minutes. That's a lot of hours of playing Madden. That's like almost 20 hours of Madden. 20 full hours. That's not even including games that could go to overtime or games that you could go even slower or possibly faster than that. But that's the general idea of Weekend League. Play a shit ton of games in a 4-day period. Now, Weekend League opens Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as you can see there on your screen. That's when it starts. So at the time of me recording, it starts in about 13 hours. But by the time you guys see this, it's already going to be underway. Now, the Weekend League lasts until about Monday morning at like 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's when you can no longer play the game. That's when you should have played all 25 games. So they call it MUT Champions, but it's called Weekend League. That's what everyone calls it. See, look at No Knockout Tournament, Weekend League. That's what it's called. There's a leaderboard here. There are different tier rankings for wins. Legend, or 18 wins get you the Legend tier MVP, or 16 wins get you the MVP, and so on and so forth, all the way down. We are definitely going to be trying to aim for the Legend tier each and every single week. Now, with Weekend League, especially this year, and this is kind of the sole purpose behind me wanting to do this, kind of the origin point, the nucleus of why I wanted to do the Weekend League Chronicles, is because this game mode, MUT Champions Weekend League, is going to be one of the primary modes to qualify for the EA Sports Madden Club Championship. Now, I'm not going to get into that, but that is the biggest tournament that EA Sports puts on each year for Madden, and Weekend League is one of the primary modes. So, this year, like I said earlier, Weekend League is usually a sweat fest. It's usually every single game has you on edge, has you want to punch a wall, it feels like. At least for me. There's not one single Weekend League where I've been calm, cool, and collected my entire life. And if it was, I'm lying to you, because it's just not a thing. It is a very, very stressful, very, very mentally taxing set of games that you have to play. And now that it is the primary game mode of the Madden Championship Series, it's going to be even worse. It's going to be even sweatier. Every single game, I'm going to go into it like it's a championship type of game. I'm trying to win a championship, a Super Bowl if you want to say, every single game. I'm trying to win a tournament game every single game. So the Weekend League Chronicles isn't necessarily going to be, well, I mean, it is going to be kind of like a recap of what the Weekend League is like. I'm going to be showing you guys big plays, potentially full games as a result. I'm going to try to record every single game. It's going to be a lot to record, a lot to go back to watch, but I'm going to do my best and present to you guys something that I think is going to be very exciting to do, very fun to do for this channel, and I hope you guys are excited. So, that's kind of the general idea. The general nucleus is it's a Weekend League recap. It's plays, highlights, etc., showing you my team as well of the entirety of Weekend League, and then also a bunch of other stuff that's to be determined. And it will be determined at a later date. Now, once again, I'm not sure. This is going to be coming out next week. The first episode, the pilot episode, is going to be coming out next week. I'm not sure when yet. It's going to be determined on my schedule that I have with classes and work and everything. And then we will find out once we cross that bridge next week. So, anyways, once again, I'm recording this, and it's almost 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. So here is what my Weekend League team is going to look like heading into the very first Weekend League. Now, once again, you guys are seeing this, and Weekend League has already started, so I'm probably already done with it or finishing up with it by now. I'm not sure how I'm going to plan out my games yet. There's no way I'm going to be playing 25 straight games. I know that's just crackhead would crack. I mean, people do that. There are people that play 25 straight games. Some of them finish hella fast because they're just trying to get it done. Some of them play 25 straight because they're absolute madmen. So that's something I would never do. Something I would never will do. I like to space my games out throughout the entirety of the four days that I have to play. Because who the hell wants to play 25 games in one day? Especially in one setting. Who the hell wants to do that? Not me. So anyways, this is what... Sorry, I'm just almost trying to prevent a burp here. But anyways, this is what my team is looking like before we head into the first weekend league of Madden 21. I'm just going to kind of go over who I have active as superstars. This isn't really the final roster yet. I still need to make a couple of changes to it before we start, so I'm sorry, but this will be changing by the time. It'll probably be a little bit different, but not too much different than what it is at the moment. But I'm not going to go into too much detail. We have Lamar Jackson, which everyone and their pet dog is going to have. We've got Tyreek Hill, who was a huge get. We have Ed McCaffrey and Drew Bennett, and then Tyler Lockett is there as well. We only really use these three receivers of Hill, Bennett, and McCaffrey. We have Cam Akers as our main running back. Joe Mixon's kind of just a fill in there. Jermichael Finley, best receiver in Madden right now. He is our only tight end. And then we have Schwartz, DeCastro, Hudson, Incognito, and Bakhtiari. And Mitchell Schwartz and Bakhtiari both have abilities. They both have the edge protector ability, which helps protect me from edge threats. So that's kind of a rough look at the offense. Here's a look at the defense. We made a bunch of upgrades tonight, and we'll probably still make a couple more upgrades tomorrow. But we have Asante Samuel, AJ Terrell, Troy Vincent, Justin Smith, Dallas Thomas, Vonathan Miller, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, Jamal Adams, Adrian Wilson, Troy Apke. We also have Terrell Edmonds as well as a sub linebacker position, and also Jackie Youngblood. So, once again, this is not the finalized roster, but this is pretty much the 90% roster of what I'm going to be using to go into the first weekend league with. So, that's pretty much going to be doing it for me. I need to definitely go to bed. It's almost 2 a.m. I got to get up early. Once again, you guys won't be seeing this until this weekend. This has been a preview of what to expect with the Weekend League Chronicles. Once again, first episode is dropping next week. I will tweet out when that episode is going to go live. So that's why you should follow me on Twitter, because I keep you up to date. Everything going on behind the scenes here on the channel. So without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, hope you have a good one. Stay safe. And until next time, it's Steeler Sean. I'm signing out.